Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video today on some of the stuff and the effects of sugar on the body, the metabolism and all of that. Seems that's kind of the root of what we're all talking about here. The effects on your body, insulin levels, whether you're able to lose weight or not, those kind of things. Sugar affects so many things in the body adversely that it's very important to take care of all of those things and eliminate sugar where you can in the raw form or even in the form of carbohydrates like breads and rice and potatoes and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the effects of sugar on the brain. Sugar on the brain, eating sugar gives your brain a huge surge of a chemical called dopamine, and after a while of doing dopamine or getting dopamine in your system over and over again creates this I gotta have it thing, and your body craves it, wants it, and that starts you down that path of cravings and all of those kind of things, and when it kind of goes out of control on you. So beyond the brain, we also have to deal with the heart. Now the heart is extra insulin in the bloodstream can affect the heart in many different ways. It causes the walls of your vessels, your veins and your arteries to get more tense, become more hard and solid, and add stress to your heart, which over time can lead to heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes. So people who eat a lot of added sugar in their system, where at least 25% of their calories come from sugar, they're twice as likely to die from heart disease or some of those things that come from eating too much sugar than those that have a diet that has less than 10% sugar within their system. So at 25%, think about it, on a 1,200 calorie a day diet, you're only talking 300 calories from sugar. So do a calculator online, you'll figure it out how much sugar you can have. The body really only needs about 1 tablespoon of sugar to survive. Actually, that's even beyond surviving. That's all it needs to run and operate. It uses it very efficiently. So maintaining your levels and insulin levels and sugar is very important. So that's a big part of it. So we've covered the brain and the heart so far. Let's go ahead and continue on with some of the other body parts we've got to talk about here. We have organs that are affected by the sugar. It's just a poison to the system. I did write an article on it. You can go to my site, yourhealthbeyond50.com. I wrote an article about sugar and all of that and how it affects you and all. Definitely go check that out and see what you think. So first of all, if you have diabetes, too much sugar can really cause a lot of kidney damage. Kidneys play an important part in your life. They're the filters in your system, and it filters out all that garbage out of your system. Once blood sugars levels reach a certain amount, the kidneys start to let off excess sugar, and you get rid of that stuff in your urine. If it's left uncontrolled, diabetes can damage the kidneys immensely. It prevents them from doing their job, filtering out all the bad stuff out of your system, and they just kind of give up. And when they do that, all the poisons in your body and all the poisons in your system just continue to back up. This is a bright, sunny day out here today in Seattle. I'll tell you what, this is just beautiful out here. That's why I decided to come out here and do it today. So I might seem a little scattered with my points. I had to jot some notes down on a piece of paper because I didn't want to do this from the office. I wanted to go outside and do this. I thought this would be much better. So anyway, so let's move on. We went from the kidneys. Let's talk about the liver for a second here. The abundance of added sugar, it can cause the liver to become resistant to insulin. When it does that, it doesn't turn the sugar in your blood system into energy, and it means you're unable to control your blood sugar levels as well. And this is what leads to the onset of type 2 diabetes. So I would definitely take that into consideration when you're thinking about it. So we moved on from the brain to the kidneys to the liver. So what about the pancreas? The pancreas is a really big organ that's affected by the sugar levels in your body, and that's when you eat food, your pancreas pumps out insulin into your system, and if you eat too much sugar, your body starts responding to that and starts pumping out even more insulin, and eventually it overworks the pancreas. It breaks down just like your car or anything else from overuse, and your blood sugar levels rise, and it sets you up for a type 2 diabetes or even heart disease. Super important to pay attention to that. Now, all these things, sugar affects your body weight and all of that. It's probably no news to you, but the more sugar you eat, the more weight you're going to gain. Research shows that people who drink sugar-sweetened beverages tend to weigh more and have a higher risk of type 2 diabetes than those that don't drink sugar-laden drinks and pops and sodas and crap like that. So, stay away from all that stuff that has the refined type sugar stuff in it. Soda pop, sweetened lemonades, those kind of things. People think I'm drinking lemonade, I'm drinking sweetened tea, you know, it's got to be better for me than drinking, you know, this, that, and the other thing. No, the teas and the sweetened drinks are just as bad. You got to read your labels. I'm a big advocate for reading labels, and I've been telling everybody that from day one. You got to read your labels. You got to know what's going on. If you don't, you're going to get lost. So eating lots of sugar also has a huge effect on your joints. It's shown that it can cause joint pain because of the inflammation in the body. Sugar causes inflammation. Again, diabetes is a form of inflammation. That's where it comes from. It comes from inflammation in your body, and sugar just exacerbates that and makes it even worse. So studies show that sugar consumption can increase your risk of rheumatoid arthritis. Also, RA. It's horrible. I know friends that have RA, and it's a horrible, debilitating disease. So more sugar exacerbates that. You need to cut that out also, or you're going to be in trouble there. Now we move on to the skin. You know, the skin is the largest organ in our body. We have to take care of it, and a lot of times it's one that gets forgotten because it's our skin. It's a wrapper, but it's not. It's actually a living, breathing organ. It takes and absorbs stuff in and out. And as your skin, if you eat too much sugar, you're going to age your skin a lot faster. Sugar attaches proteins in your body, and it creates harmful molecules called AGEs or AGEs, which is kind of funny, but it's advanced glycitation end products. Wow, there's a mouthful. They've been shown to damage collagen, the elasticity in your skin, which results in wrinkles and saggy skin. So you want to get wrinkles, you want to get rid of your wrinkles, get rid of your saggy skin, stop eating sugar. You know what I'm saying? So now we move on to teeth. Teeth are a big deal. You know, you can't eat without them. I have a couple that are missing here from my military days and stuff like that, and I'll tell you, just a couple missing in the back is just a gigantic pain. So your mother's right, candy's not right for your teeth, and it'll rot them out. There's bacteria that causes cavities, love to eat sugar, and they linger in your mouth, and they eat on that stuff, and they eat on the enamel and all that sugary stuff in there, and they just destroy everything. So it's super important to maintain your teeth. If you do choose to eat sugar, make sure you're brushing your teeth after you eat a candy bar or drink a soda, one of those things. Make sure you're drinking and you're brushing your teeth. That's super important. So one of the last two items here, one is your mood. The thing about sugar in your mood is that when we start to get down, about 3 o'clock, we start looking for that candy bar so we can go out there and get that sugar. And however, when your levels drop, you start to absorb sugar, you may start to feel jittery, anxious, and those kind of things. And then all of a sudden, you're looking at that sugar crash. Starts off and it starts to affect your mood. It can affect you long term. If you're at work, nobody's going to want to be around you. If you're at home, nobody's going to want to be around you there. Studies linked high sugar intake to greater risk for depression. So those of you that have a problem with depression, one of the triggers and one of the causes of that is sugar. Sugar is just a really bad thing. So lastly, and I'll leave it with this, is for your sexual health, and this mainly is for the men out there, and I just want to let you know that if you really should be skipping dessert on your date night, because sugar impacts the chain of events that's needed for an erection. You have to have certain things happen. It affects your circulatory system. It controls blood flow throughout your body. And all those things need to be working properly in order if you have a long-lasting erection. And if you don't do that, it's going to be a problem. ED is a problem, and a lot of ED can be resolved with elimination of sugar from their diet and their system. So I hope all of this made sense. I am writing an article about this so we can, because I can go a little more in depth to things and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Some of the solutions, some of the hidden sugars. The article covers pretty much everything. So again, you guys have a great day. It's a beautiful day out here in Seattle, and I'm really enjoying just doing this outside. I might have to do more of these outside. Anyway, love your comments down below. If there's something that I've hit on that you would like me to expand on, or if there's something that's inaccurate in there, call me out on it. I believe in accuracy and I believe in the truth. So let's go ahead and make sure that everybody's accurate in their information. Again, read that story. That I'll put a link down below if I can. Facebook makes it real difficult to do some of this stuff, but I have an article about the sugar industry and how they tried to play it off as fat being the problem and sugar was not. And those with more money win, and the lobbying won for sugar. And I think you should really read the story. I tried to post it on there with a couple comments, but Facebook kept shutting it down and saying that it was too inflammatory, clickbaity, or something like that. I have no idea. So anyway, so I took all my comments out. They did let me post the actual article, but they weren't able to let me make any comments or anything on it, and I'm not sure why. Anyway, hope you all have a great day. Check out that article, comment and like down below, subscribe if you can, and I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day.